Alright, let's get into something that genuinely shifted the way I see creating anything. And I don't say that lightly. This is about getting out of your own echo chamber and actually embracing collaborative design. Because if you're building for other people, this matters more than you think. One of my lecturers at uni used to say this constantly. Design should be collaborative. Simple idea, but for the longest time I rejected it. I was convinced the opposite was true. I thought real focus meant working alone, total control, no distractions, just me and the work. Turns out I was wrong, and realizing that changed everything about how I design and build things for other people. So let's talk about what I call the solo designer's trap. It feels productive, that's why it's dangerous. On the surface level, it's appealing. Efficiency, deep focus, complete control. I get it. That was me. My workflow was tight. I was disciplined. I could move fast. But here's the hidden cost. You're in an echo chamber, just your own ideas bouncing back at you. Massive blind spots you can't even see, assumptions that go completely unchallenged because there's no one there to question them. And when you're designing for real people, that's a problem. The turning point for me was when realizing those hidden costs were actually undermining the whole point. I wasn't building for myself, I was building for the users. That realization forced me into a mindset shift, and that's when I understood why collaboration wins. We've all heard the quote, design is thinking made visual. True, but it's incomplete. Design is also communication, and good communication isn't a monologue, it's a conversation. Conversations need more than one voice. Once I embraced that, three things changed everything for me. First, faster feedback loops. Getting input early stops you wasting weeks building the wrong thing. And trust me, building the wrong thing perfectly is still building the wrong thing. Second, diverse mental models. A mental model is just how someone believes a system works. Bring more people in, and suddenly you have more perspectives, which starts to reflect your actual users. And third, stronger design decisions. When an idea has been pressure tested by different minds, you move forward with real confidence. Not just ego confidence, actual confidence. Let me ground this in something real. Take the Core Life project, for example. My solo input was mostly just thinking about how the project was going to look. Clean, efficient, but once we collaborated in the group, something deeper came out. Through conversations and research, we uncovered that users didn't just need tracking, they needed an emotional incentive to keep using the app. That changed everything. Suddenly, we were adding in hydration reminders, motivational achievements, and community features. Things I wouldn't have thought on my own, and the product became a lot more human as a result of it because we worked together in a team. Another example I can think of is the Sportswear project. I was thinking I had to spend time designing all of those team logos from scratch. A teammate stepped in and told me there was no real value in doing that. It's already designed, and you can just outsource it. The real value is in how the graphics show up on the screen in the experience during the live stream. So all I did was outsource the logos and invest energy into creating a seamless viewing experience for the stream. That shift saved me time and improved the final product massively. Both of these examples tap into something powerful, collaborative psychology, using community and social accountability to motivate behavior. Think about Duolingo or Strava. They've taken solitary activities and made them social. A Duolingo owl keeps your streak alive. That's not random. That's the sociable accountability working in your favor. So if you're thinking, how do I move beyond the solo trap? Here's the simple playbook. First, start small. You don't need a massive workshop. Just show one trusted person what you're building and provide them with honest feedback. Second, be flexible. Some people sketch, some people write, some people talk things out differently. Different feedback styles are an asset, not a friction. Third, document everything. Share tools like Figma or Notion create a living memory of how ideas evolve. It keeps everyone aligned and accountable. At the end of the day, this isn't just about improving your team workflow. The way you create directly affects the user experience. Collaboration builds empathy, and empathy is the core of human-centered design. Every time someone interacts with your product, they're having a conversation with it. If you never practice collaboration during the creation process, you're basically asking users to have conversations you never rehearsed yourself. So I'll leave you with this. What's your relationship with collaboration? Do you default to working alone? Has that helped you or limited you? It's worth reflecting on because if we're serious about building better, more human experience, we can't do it in isolation.